Peter Pan, and I've been living in Never Never Land, and
I think that was the point.
refusing to grow up, and it hit home.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there. It's like probably midnight, and I'm just like,
Peter Pan. Is that the new Peter Pan to Wendy?
yeah, Wendy.
I mean, the whole goal in Disney's,
To hit you in the gut.
yeah, just to make you just.
They do a good job with it.
Yeah.
They've been using the same recipe for 70 years now.
Once you find the algorithm.
You either want to be a kid or you
works.
want to be a prince or a princess.
What was your favorite Disney movie?
Lion King.
Lion King. What about you?
It's because she has to say that.
What about you?
No, it definitely was.
Wasn't Tron a
I
Disney
do still
movie?
cry.
I think it was.
Tron was.
Pasta.
Tron.
Do you like the old Tron or the new Tron?
Old Tron.
I really enjoyed the new Tron.
I don't think I saw the Neutron.
Yeah.
Said Neutron.
You did say Neutron.
I like the Disney
Where'd he go?
Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars guy.
There's.
too.
I don't know if they're my favorite because the
Show you my
original Star
tattoo
Wars are
when you
my
run.
favorite. But
Shirt and how?
After my pants.
oh no.
It's a family show.
The here's one I was watching too. Was I was with my brother. My brothers came in town, and we were just kind of going watching movies at night when I was staying at my mom's house. Batman Samurai. It's a car. They have so many Batmans, and it was like it was almost like an anime cartoon, but it was high production DC, and that's a big thing too now is
High production DC.
cartoon. Yeah,
Josh keeps trying to get me to
And
watch
the Japanese, all the Japanese cartoons.
We've learned about this. Plow came on and educated
That's a
us.
huge thing.
There, yeah.
With like my son's generation.
oh really?
Oh, yeah.
What was the show?
I mean,
Dragon Ball
any of it.
Z.
I'm talking about like right now.
Oh,
That's
right
where-
now.
Yeah, and he reads books that are all like about Japanese.
did you see when that Pokemon stuff happened?
Josh
When people had the phones and they went around and captured
still
Pokemons?
does.
Still
He
does.
still does.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. How did you get
Have
started
you
in that?
caught them all?
I'll kill it for you.
I
I'm
have
sorry.
not caught them all.
I'm waiting for
I
it to get
wish-
stuck
I
in your
wish I
beard.
could caught them all. I have
What's the reward for catching?
It's like a ball, right? I've never played the game.
Can you break it down to us?
I don't
Invisible
know. I
trophies.
feel like
Invisible trophies.
Yeah.
I'm on the road a lot, so
Okay. I'll start it off.
I gotta get some clothes for my reunion.
Okay. Drinking beer with Matthew and Jordan. Hop up on the surfboard, I'm soaring. All these other podcasts boring.
Okay.
They don't really know what we be doing. I be rocking Jordan and Matthew podcast. Catch them on every Monday and Tuesday. They gon' last. Everyone around here know that. 100 views and we show that. Give a fuck 'cause we throw that. Money coming in and everybody right here fucking know that.
yeah, it was one I hadn't caught before. So
A rarity.
That's the goal, right?
What's the big one?
Pikachu.
I tried it. I really
Those things are
did.
everywhere.
I watched that detective show.
Detective Pikachu.
I think it was like Ryan Reynolds was a detective.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, and they had that. Is it Charizard?
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
lost
they
me.
got a
Yeah, I'm going with
and,
you too.
Yeah.
everything.
I just like we were kind of, for me, I was in that. Just got off of Pong when Pokemon started coming on. Like, kind of moved around. We kind of did a lot of Full riding
Like
too.
Pong, like the game
The
we
old-
played
the
back
old
in the
Pong?
70s.
With the Slammers,
Pogs.
Pogs.
Pog.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pogs.
okay.
Pong was the game.
Yeah.
Atari.
Way before
Atari.
your time,
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna mess up a lot of words tonight. Okay.
You were not even
Same.
when Pong came out.
Words are hard.
I had Atari, and Pong was one of the games that I had there. But I also remember one of the phones that came out, the Kyocera. Remember the Kyocera back in the day? And it had a Pong-like game
Doing the blue screen.
that was downloaded onto this.
I
And
recall this.
it got even more tricky because like they would make obstacles that you had to pong around, and it wasn't just like a tennis match anymore. But just little known fact there.
Pong around.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Snake for me on Nokia.
yeah. It'll always be the best.
It was the best.
Oh,
Did you ever play that?
no.
Snake on Nokia?
No, but I remember one of the earliest games I remember on the phone was the Mine, where you had to connect the numbers all the way around.
Minesweeper.
Minesweeper. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was. Always blew up.
I was not any good at it.
I always got his.
I always pretended like I knew what it meant, but never did know what it
Terrible
meant.
video games. I never played that at all.
So, what do you guys do to pass your time now?
Well,
Work.
knitting.
Lots of work.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, just work.
That's all I do is
That's
work.
pretty much all we do is work.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, tell us about ice cream. Why ice cream?
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, everybody loves ice cream.
Ice cream, you scream. We all
all
scream for
scream
ice cream.
Ice cream. Yep.
Do you guys have a slogan?
No, it's funny.
Can we help?
We've been actually, with
We're gonna have
the
a
AI, like with AI becoming a thing.
Oh, it's been a thing.
Oh, I know, but now it's like we actually did ask
AI.
AI
What your slogan should be?
what should
Where's it
our
coming
jingle
from?
be. So outside. Oh,
They're everywhere.
and so
we
yeah,
gotta write a jingle
we
for us.
it
Did it
wrote a
work?
really good jingle. Yeah, it really
Can
did.
you sing it?
I don't have it. Look,
Uh,
we didn't do anything with it because I'm thinking
We were drinking in the car on the way to swim with manatees.
this
So
is
it's-
Oh, tight. Tell me about
true.
that.
That was awesome.
I've swum with manatees a few times in Crystal Rivers.
That's where we were.
That's where y'all went. Are y'all scuba divers?
No,
So you think we scuba
no,
dived
and
with
it was
them?
freezing.
How cold was it? Did
It
y'all
was
get? Did
freezing.
they do the hot chocolate on the?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it worth it.
It really did.
With the
um,
heater and the.
It was really cold.
The
I
week
was
after
leaving.
Christmas.
Yeah, I said I can't do this anymore. It was good, but I didn't get any of those wonderful experiences.
Can you get to touch one?
No, and I said I'm just too cold. And then at very last minute, I see everybody's like, "Come over here, right over here in front of the boat." So I put all my gear back on, and I said, "All right, I'm going to do this." And it honestly was just wild. It was cool.
So I
Is it fast?
no.
No.
Here, can you pull up a
No.
manatee?
Yeah.
I forgot what a
oh,
manatee is.
All right,
Pull up
it's,
a
they
manatee.
call it the cow of the
Yeah,
sea.
they're the cow of the sea.
Um,
So imagine a cow actually trying to.
we actually did it a couple times. They actually have them here sometimes.
Yeah,
They come
they'll
up.
come this far.
I thought they were planning right there. This is my mindset.
But whenever
No.
we went on my checkout dive to go do it, and like one of my very first dives,
Oh,
they were like, "Hey, go."
There you go.
We're all sitting up above the water, and the instructor was like, "All right, everybody, deflate your BC. We're gonna go down right now." And we were all kind of in a circle, and we lowered ourselves down,
Yeah.
and like as the bubbles all clear, we're in a circle around this manatee.
It's so
And
cool.
it was the first time I had ever seen one. It was very surreal.
are they a little aggressive?
No,
Well, okay, I was about to
Not
say
at all.
the really cool part is you get to learn a little bit about these cows as well. And I had no idea. I don't know that anybody really would know unless you're doing this experience, but they actually lack that particular part of their brain that anybody else would have.
Get that
Like
fly
these
spider?
little aggressive things here.
yeah,
They don't have that in their brain. So they don't even know how to be
Yeah,
aggressive.
they lack the part of
It's
their
really
brain
cool.
that creates the chemical
'Cause
that
I
makes
was-
you
I was a little
it was
scared,
very weird.
but no, they're just so
But
calm.
once I saw one manatee, I felt like I saw
Good job.
all the manatees.
job.
They didn't really do anything. They just kind of moved around
They
and
were
they
just
ate.
curious about you.
Yeah,
just like you were
How
about
heavy
them.
are these things?
They're pretty big.
They're the size of a refrigerator.
Would you do it again?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, but
yeah.
somehow try to dress warmer. I don't know how.
So
It was cold.
have you ever heard of a dry suit?
Well, I think we had no, because we had wetsuits on.
Okay,
but
so wetsuits are exactly that. They're wet.
yeah,
A dry suit has like a tight neck. You can
Yeah.
Velcro it around, and your wrist can Velcro it
I
around,
feel like that would be.
and
the
then
game
you can put
changer.
sweats on underneath there, or have whatever you want. Yeah,
everybody
that's
was
probably
saying.
what you should have done as well.
Yeah.
No, so when you go scuba diving and you're in your sweatsuit, like how fast do you pee in it?
Immediately. Before I get on,
Never
I
done
pee
it.
in it. Just like while it's still on the ground, I'll pee in it. No, I'm just kidding. Depends on. I'm not. Yeah, I'm. You can get them pre-peed on if you ask. Somebody will do it for you.
Wait a minute.
No, I've always owned my wetsuit just because of the. I don't want to get in somebody else's peed in wetsuit.
I thought about it when I was putting it on. I'm thinking, maybe it's a little gross, but. It's okay.
But I went and we had wetsuits. But typically when I'm diving, if it's not cold, I'm not going to wear one. I mean, it just kind of gets in the way. But if it's chilly, you want one.
It was cold.
Or if you're going deep, yes, there it is extremely cold because that's the time where they hibernate. I want to say, or not hibernate,
No.
mate. Or they have
Yeah.
like the sanctuaries there for
Yeah.
them.
Well, it's the warmest. That's the water that they need, the temperature that they need.
Yeah, which like bump that. But
Yeah.
beautiful creatures.
They're cool. They're not
Yeah, they're
attractive.
amazing.
They're not gonna do any flips.
No.
They're not.
They're not gonna impress you.
Sanctuaries on the Atlantic coast for them too, and they were explaining to us while we were there that they have had a lot of deaths of the manatees on the Atlantic side
Really?
of Florida because of all of the pollution that's running off.
Oh,
on
wow.
the side for some reason. It was really, it was heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's sad. I know I saw the ones with like the big scars on their back from where
Yeah.
propellers
They
did.
get hit by a
You probably saw the same one I saw. It's probably just the same one.
Oh yeah. And
Getting everybody's sympathy card down there.
the girls yell at if because
Oh, yeah.
there were kids like with paddles and they really do. They go into mom mode.
Oh, really?
What's the food?
I think it's all vegetation. I think they're vegetarians.
Yep.
Cucumbers.
Same thing
They
a
make
cow eats. I
They
think.
make a sea Greek salad.
Yeah.
No.
Also, we saw Monkey Island when we were there. We went to this little bar. It's got an island.
Woman lost a hand.
Off of this lady lost a hand. She went
To
over
a
there
manatee?
tried to feed monkeys that live. There's 2 monkeys.
While y'all were there, this happened.
No, this
No.
was years ago.
Oh.
You pull up Monkey Island?
2 females and
Careful,
a male.
Garrett.
And she had gone over
Missing
to try to
hand?
feed them. And
Yeah.
the male thought she was coming for his females, and she like bit her hand off.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, because they were like survivors of their parents were caged and used for whatever experiments, medicine,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some monkeys or something.
something. And so yeah, they actually just put them on a secluded little island. In the middle of
Interesting. The people,
river.
the things people do.
And a lot of it's like a tourist thing too. So
Yeah,
you get that
but-
Instagram shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was not a good idea for a couple of
So how did y'all find out about this particular vacation spot?
some friends of ours wanted to go
Really?
and they asked and we were like, yep.
Our son and I had done it.
Yeah, years before.
I don't know. It was probably been 10 years ago that he and I went down and did it, and always wanted to go back. So we just started doing a little research. It was Crystal River, Florida. Right? That Monkey Island.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it was driving distance too, so that's always good.
I can't remember the place we stayed in. It was like this.
Like that one right there would rip your arm off.
They were really, they were pretty angry.
I mean, don't they have monkeys that like rob
And
people?
they have the I want to say the hippopotamus from the Tarzan movies is in a zoo there.
Really?
So
it's famous ones.
65 years old.
Seneca asked, the manatees have to worry about predators.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably a question for Google, Seneca.
Well, I
No.
think they're number one.
Gators? What eats them?
Humans.
Humans.
Is the
Oh.
Humans.
Yeah,
biggest
boat
threat to
trailers.
manatees.
Yep.
Kids with paddles.
Kids with paddles.
Kids with paddles.
Angry
Kids that are really
moms.
bad, I'm pretty sure attack them with paddles on purpose.
They
Well,
do.
While we were there, there
Yeah.
was a kid
Yeah.
in a kayak who was trying to smack one on the head, and
Yep.
the poor little guide, she wasn't big as a minute. She was about to go over there and drown that poor little sucker.
She's
But,
going to take the paddle and
yeah,
reverse the rolls.
Can you stand on their back or no?
I wouldn't.
Not going to try that.
Go.
I feel like
I've-
you could.
I feel like they're really
That's what I'm
slow.
saying. I mean,
They're
if they're big, so it's like,
They're
could you surf?
They
They
truly
can
are as
actually
big as
move pretty
a
fast when they
When they want to.
Yeah.
yeah.
But for the most part, they're just cruising around, being
It's like if a
well.
it's like if a sea
Like
lion and
Yeah,
an elephant
same.
and a cow, all conjoined.
Mushed.
Yeah, that's
They mushed.
I've been watching a lot of like videos
PG-13.
of seals that
like Navy.
hop on
I got a
boats.
funny
Like
story.
Yeah.
about
big
Kelly
seals that
from
like hop on
Navy
people's
SEALs.
boats. They want to take a nap, and they're like these videos of like how they're sinking ships. Like
oh,
little, not
yeah.
little ships, like
Yeah.
little boats. But they'll they want to take a nap and they'll hop on the boat and lay on it. And
Well, I recently just saw a video where the seal jumped on the boat because there was a killer whale circling. Like,
Lot of orcas.
yeah, and
what? I hadn't seen that one.
yeah, and
yeah.
of course, they're like, well, okay, you can hang out for a minute. I get it.
I saw one where the seals are up on this big iceberg or this ice rock, and the orcas were busting it all up.
Yeah, because
And
they
To
are,
get 'em.
together
Yeah.
and create a wave to wash.
So apparently, whales and dolphins are way smarter than
really
humans.
are.
They are a lot
'cause-
smarter than we are.
yeah,
I
Kelly
don't doubt
was
that
in,
for a second.
San Diego on a girls' trip one time, and I believe they may have had a drink or two, but one of the girls came up to the room and she was like, "Oh my God, there's seals down on the beach." And Kelly goes, "Oh my God, I don't have my makeup on." And she was like, "No, earth seals, not like Navy seals."
Well, we were in San Diego.
yeah. I've been there. It's pretty beautiful down there.
It really is.
Yeah,
I want that weather here.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Which we
get
had,
it.
like last week,
20 days of the
70s,
year, you
70s.
can get it.
and that's all we'll get
Yes,
for
but
the whole year.
You get a quality of life ticket in San Diego on the beach.
Yeah,
I have a friend of mine that got a quality of life ticket.
for smoking, or
He had a cigar in his hand on the beach.
makes sense.
Lit.
Yeah.
Mm.
How much is that?
It's $200,
Wow.
or you can pay $35, go to the re-education camp, and then go pick up trash on the beach for a Saturday. While he was there for the Saturday, he met a couple who, these criminals, brought cheese and a bottle of wine to the beach
Oh, wow.
to watch the sunset. They got one. And then a guy he gave a ride home was walking his dog on a leash on the sidewalk during a non-dog walking period.
Was he riding a bicycle?
No,
Don't you know it's another world over there?
it really is. I was there last week.
Mhm.
So they don't, you remember that TV show Pacific Blue, like the beach with the
I've heard of it. I
Was on
remember
USA
it.
back in the day. And
Was it cop? Were they
Yeah,
cops?
they were cops on
Bicycle
Oh,
cops.
yeah.
Hell yeah, I remember that.
Here,
Yeah.
can you pull that up? That they ride the bikes and they go around and would ticket stuff like that, like
Yeah.
trash.
That's what he
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
And he was all he told me, he was like, the cop was really cool because I had a bottle of beer in my ice chest and he didn't write me a ticket for that.
Give $200 for a cigar.
A little extreme.
I mean, that's
Quality
like,
of life ticket, man. You gotta go to re-education camp.
yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh my
I don't
God.
get it. I'm
Yeah.
glad that we don't have to deal with that here.
Same. Same.
Here you can go watch the air show. Just make your own
Just
parking.
make your own. Right. And all you gotta do is just, be a little bit faster than the
Than
guy
the person behind you.
That's it.
That's the Mississippi way.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, I have definitely smoked a cigar on Gulfport Beach
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I'm
I
guilty.
actually
I
have
am
too.
guilty because I love it's one of me and Emily's favorite spots, but right there, you just go a little bit right between Island View and Lorraine, and it's got that spot. You got the kite when they're flying the kites.
Midway? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
they start flying the kites,
Jimmy
The
would
kites
be
are
out
fun.
there.
and you just got. I mean, honestly, we go get some Wingstop or something, grab some food.
Yeah.
Go sit out
Look,
there.
I mean, growing up here, when I was 15, 16, the thing to do would be take your new car that you were really proud of, even if it was just a hunk of junk,
Yeah.
and you would go hang out at Courthouse Pier. You just go park your car and hang out.
That was it. Did y'all race? Did y'all do anything? Or was it just
I mean,
We didn't
Rev
get
up.
to-
like,
What?
are y'all from
If
are
you
y'all
got
from
it.
What was
Gulfport?
music
Yeah,
back
we're
then?
from Gulfport.
Both of y'all? When did y'all meet? Did y'all know each other back then?
Stevie
Yeah.
B,
We did.
yeah, but that was,
Spring Love. Yeah.
yeah.
How did that work out? So y'all known each other how long?
really long time.
Way too long. Come
80,
on now.
let's go and let's see, 80, probably 85.
That's a good year. It was a
80,
year me and
maybe
Jordan.
80, maybe 84.
It was a year me and Jordan were consummated.
That's it. Yeah, we all hung out. It's funny because I'm explaining to my kids, we didn't have at our disposal any kind of entertainment, especially kind you could carry in your wallet or in your purse or, your phone. So all we had was music and
8 tracks.
usually beer somewhere.
Cassette.
And your car.
Okay.
We just drove.
John
That's
Denver.
what we did. We
Down the
drove
beach.
everywhere.
A lot of music.
A lot
bumping.
of driving.
House speakers in the back of the cars.
Gasoline was not that expensive
have a
then,
kicker.
right?
Boombox in your
Look, man,
backseat.
32 cents a gallon.
Can't beat that. It was 99
What was
cents
your
a
ride?
gallon.
What was your ride?
So in high school, I drove a 1978 Chevy van.
Like
bedded?
with windows or like a what?
No, it was a
like-
stranger danger van.
Okay.
Did it have a uniform?
There was no uniform.
Shag
That was big back
carpet.
then. They had graphics, right? Them vans.
No,
It was
Okay.
it was
graphics.
orange, which is just in itself.
Even more
orange.
stranger danger.
White stripe.
Did you ride in it?
I think
Yes, you
I
did.
think I did. No, I think I might have actually at one point. I mean, we also had bonfires, right? That
Yeah,
was the big
yeah,
thing to do
yeah.
on the beach. Just go have a bonfire.
Did you have to have a permit back then?
No.
Quality of life
And
ticket.
if you did, we don't know that you did. I don't know.
I think
Maybe
now
we
you
did,
do,
and I
right?
just didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
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 But we didn't have anything else to do. So our cars were like, that was it.
Your castle.
They were.
I
Yeah.
think the first
They
time
were.
she met me, I pulled up in the van at a bonfire and nobody got out right away. And then somebody was going to, I think Darren was going to introduce you to me and open the side of the van door up. And it was like a Cheech and Chong movie had happened.
Sounds very similar to our
And then
parties.
she married me anyway. So
Yeah.
that was just-
Love at first sight, maybe. I don't know.
That's it. That's it.
All right. So at what point in this relationship were you guys like, you know what? Let's open up an ice cream parlor.
So the ice cream.
We got all these kids and all this other dumb stuff. Let's get ice cream.
So the ice cream story really started
2003.
21 years ago.
Okay.
I was trying to stay home with my son, be a full-time mom, but I just, I always had an itch to be an entrepreneur, work for myself one way or the other. So I said, okay, there's an empty spot up here on Courthouse Road. And I think there's definitely a need for ice cream in Gulfport. Like we don't have anywhere to go to bring your kids.
Y'all the movie
Well, it
theater
was the
back then
Purple
too,
Cow, but
right?
they were closing. Yeah.
They had the movie theater around that time too. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just keep
Yeah.
going. I was just
Yes.
trying to picture it in my head.
Yeah. I mean, it was
Before,
still,
yeah.
there was still
Show
things to
business used to be
do.
right there too.
Yeah.
Before the storm.
So I actually bought the Purple Cow and they were going to close. I went ahead and just kind of converted it into my own thing. But really it was impossible. My son was only like a year old. So I had him in a playpen in the back next to the walk-in freezer
What
and
do you call it? Because it's still
Fleur-de-lis.
Fleur-de-lis.
Yeah,
And
Fleur-de-lis.
the Fleur-de-lis bakery, they bought it from
Yeah, they-
us.
Okay. I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Still
Those y'all.
Fleur-de-lis
Yeah.
Bakery.
Get out of
Yeah.
here.
He didn't.
Small
Yeah,
world.
he didn't want ice cream, but he wanted the location for his bakery. So the name is still around. And then I just, I said, I can't do this. It's just too much trying to raise a child, and he traveled a lot. So I gave up on that for a minute, started doing my own thing, started working for myself. And then I was in Dallas. We did some insurance stuff for a while.
Good career.
We wear a lot of hats.
Like
Great,
adjusting.
great career.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Insurance. Okay.
Yeah, and I was in Dallas. I finished up, came back, and noticed that building was empty again. So I just thought, well, here we go. There's no ice cream shop around. I know there's a need for it. I'm a mom. I have 2 children. I know there's a need for this. So I just started looking around and started pricing out, different ice cream places and
So you knew ice cream right then and there.
yeah, I mean, I was familiar enough to just dive right back in.
Crazy how you did it. You did it one time and then you made a decision to do it again.
Yeah.
Most people don't do that decision.
Yeah. Well, I think waiting a minute, and getting a better handle on it.
What was your take? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm curious.
What was your take from doing the one to the second one when she said, hey, babe, I'm about to make you more ice cream.
Mhm.
Hey, babe. I mean, I always support her in whatever she wants to do. So, I mean,
He knows I'm going to do it anyway.
right.
Smart man.
When I say support, I mean don't have a say in. No, I was all in. I mean, we had cash on hand, so we put it in there, and the building was not in the best shape, and I spent 4 years kind of fighting, fixing stuff.
That's a long time.
Let's just say the struggle was real.
Were y'all open the whole time you were working on it, or
Yeah. And I was
it's even harder?
So I would come back in town on Thursday or Friday, and there'd be a list of
it's a honeydew list.
Honeydews.
Before I left again on Monday.
Yeah.
Smart
Still
woman.
happens.
Smart woman.
No.
Genius.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, people really don't. I don't think a lot of people understand how hard it was. We have a lot of locals that supported us all through the first 3 years, which were so hard because Courthouse Road, when we first opened, we didn't realize that they were about to do this major construction on Courthouse Road. And I'm talking like,
Oh yeah, they blocked it off from one end, and then they came in and blocked it off from the other end.
We went through, there were times where we didn't even have a parking, like you couldn't even get into our parking lot. So right there, that was number one.
Surely that affected your power.
Of course, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Did they ever
All
help you
kinds-
out? Did they do anything to
Water.
help you out? So you don't get like, hey, we're paying your rent for 6 months.
That's
No.
cute. Yeah,
That's-
no. So that was 2018. So then fast forward 2019, there was this thing, if you all remember, it was the algae bloom
Algae bloom.
on the coast, right? It just shut down tourism here completely. So that was a huge impact
How
on
long
us.
did that last for?
The whole summer,
Whole summer.
the entire
Yeah.
summer. So huge impact.
That was in
That was
19.
2019. So then do I even need to
Rolling
say what
into
happened in
2020?
2020?
Yeah, y'all picked a disaster year to do this,
It was tough.
and they said the first 3 years in business are the hardest. So if you made it through those 3
yeah,
years,
that's why- And I'll tell you the reason that we really picked the location we're in now. It had so much to do with just feeling like being in the right place at the right time. Because with 2020, obviously, as you know, came breast cancer for me. And my daughter and I were, she's the manager of the ice cream shop, and she was then too. And on our way home after like my last treatment, we drove by where the shop is now when it was just dirt being moved. And I looked and I said, if we could move there, I really feel like it would do so well. I feel like we would be where we needed to be if we could just relocate. And I got home, and that day I had an email from someone I didn't even know asking if I'd be interested in opening up at that location.
oh, wow, so it's
I
like a
went,
God
all right.
thing, kind
Yeah, I
of
was
a
like,
little
this
creepy.
is out of my hands now. This is just what I'm supposed to be doing. And I just rolled with it. Literally, it was one of those take the wheel. Let's just make
That's
it
a cool
happen.
property. Warren Dito. Shout out to Warren Dito. Like that was like
Yeah.
I really
No.
And he visited
Huh?
our other shop.
Great.
Yeah.
but it's crazy to see like how that space they utilize that space so well. I love the parking in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't like I love Yarville, but like that parking's so crazy. And when they pulled
It
that,
really is.
they pull that off. It's like somebody can do right. Good
Yeah.
parking.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get in and out of,
And
there
I
are
tell
times
the
when it's
locals.
full,
Yeah. But I tell the
they've done a
locals, you
great
don't
job
have
with
to even go
the
on
whole
Courthouse
property.
Road.
No, you can order it from
Always-
waiter like me and Garrett
That
did
too.
that night.
Or you can.
Did you order ice cream?
Yeah, what was it, Garrett?
Chillville?
Is it?
Is it waiter, Garrett? Is it waiter?
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Whatever it's
DoorDash.
now.
We're just killing it with DoorDash. It's insane. I fought them for the longest time. They just kept coming back saying, you're missing some opportunity. You're missing revenue. And I'm like, no, we're ice cream.
Huh.
And then I said, we're going to try this. And it turns out that they knew what they were talking about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the generations of like it's ours and we want it now is here and it's here to
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
I feel like, and people don't want to leave their house.
I know, but
Like,
I'm thinking my ice cream is going to melt. I want my product to be consistent.
I respect
and I
that.
want it
I do respect that.
And they managed.
And as a recipient of it, it was delivered
Just so
delicious and
Because
frozen.
That was
Yeah.
the bigger decision about having delivery ice cream was, we really pride ourselves on the best product. So we didn't want it to get to your house on Three Rivers Road and be, a big ball of mush when
Right.
you got it.
Yeah.
And it just looks bad on us.
Yeah.
No, it was fantastic.
Well,
What's the packaging look like?
Well, we did have
Like a brown
to
paper
speak.
bag?
Well, speaking of, so we had a lot of issues in the beginning, just, learning curves for everybody. I know you're
They're termites. okay?
learning curve. Our learning curve with that was, you're supposed to have an insulated bag when you come in. Like you're supposed to put your product in an insulated.
The driver
the
is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So that was not happening. And finally, we just had to, when push came to shove, said, we can't give you this product until you
Unless-
bring this bag back in. And they'd all have to go to their car now to get the bag, which is how it's that is protocol. That's what they're supposed to do anyway. And I get it. You're picking
Yeah.
up a burger, whatever.
Have you
it's-
ever ordered just to see? Like put a fake name in?
What, like
No.
secret shop our own place?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
No, for the drive.
No, for the
Yeah.
Oh, for the drive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Like order from your house?
I've had people who have
I don't even
ordered.
work there,
to
man.
make
I don't know
sure.
what the hell you're talking
Have you ever worked there?
about.
He
Of course,
fixes stuff.
I'm the maintenance guy.
He was gluing stuff. He
I
was
can
yeah, he
sling
was
ice
going
cream.
stuff.
Do you know how to work on those big freezers?
No.
with the,
no, those
with the
But
freon and all
that's
that.
a call.
Me and YouTube can figure some stuff.
Yeah,
out.
This is
same,
true. This
same.
is true.
Me and Jordan originally called this podcast "Figuring It Out" with Jordan and Matthew.
Yeah.
Because that's what we did. We just figured it out. We're still figuring it out. I'm not going to sit here and say we don't. Yeah.
That's facts.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
54 years old and I'm still figuring
So
Like
I
you're
wanted-
36.
Yeah, you guys pull it off very well. You guys are sitting here talking about being born in the '80s like us. I want to know how you
But
figured
never got
out.
born, but
I want to know how you figured out your flavors. Is that something that you guys make? Do you purchase it from a
Mm,
dealer or?
we tested as many
Wow, thanks for
flavors.
saving me.
It's gonna get cold.
I'm a
Just
ninja.
know.
It's,
We ordered a lot of different ice creams from different places, Florida, wherever. And then we ordered from Mayfield's.
Oh,
And
we went and got that at Winn Dixie.
well, we also
And
ordered
it
to
was
make
the
sure
lemon
their
ice
other
box pie.
yeah, and all of their flavors were just like they just stood out above all the other ones. And so I was like, all right, we got to figure this out. After going back and forth, because they're out of Tennessee, we found somebody who would deliver, and that was it. We were like committed.
so are y'all
to them.
exclusive to their
Well,
product?
we were until a couple of flavors, like after COVID. I don't know if it just a lot of things changed in what they could or couldn't get. And a couple of our favorite flavors they weren't able to deliver anymore. So we ended up going with another brand for only like 2 or 3, just to have those things that people really
In
like.
stock, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we would love for Mayfield's to give us an exclusive all over.
So Mayfields, if you're listening right now,
Between
right.
here
you can
and
reach them.
Justin.
Yeah,
right, that's
on
right.
vacation in
And then we make a
Florida,
couple
Summer
of our
Manatees.
We make
Oh, really?
Is it 5 gallon?
3.
3 gallons?
Tell me
Y'all
how making your own goes.
We just simply make our own, but we make them non-dairy because we had so many people come in, and you'd see like a whole family sitting there, but you'd see like one kid who couldn't eat anything because they were either lactose intolerant or whatever the issue was. We were like, all right, we got to
hate ice cream. There's always kids that hate ice cream.
Right. There's that too.
Yeah, I'm whole milk. So
That's her.
You're right. Yeah. I mean, but it turns out the non-dairy, because we use coconut milk, coconut cream.
Use cocaine.
Yeah.
And that would be some, that's
I'll be there tomorrow.
and it worked, and it was good, and we've had it since almost day one. We've always had at least one, which is the coconut, right? But then we experimented around with like matcha. Matcha was really my favorite.
what is matcha?
It's green tea. It's just
Okay.
the powder version. That was my favorite. And then we started doing chocolate with real cocoa, very good, but it just froze it was so hard you couldn't even scoop it. So we can't really. We're working. We're trying to.
It'll get better.
Always
Yeah.
continuing.
Yeah, we just.
Is there a kitchen?
A gallon of that.
Yeah.
Is there a kitchen somewhere where you guys are experimenting with this?
At the shop.
At the shop.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we do the bubble cones, which are
No, what's that? Tell us.
it's insanity. It's just so good. I can't describe it. It's like this is how I describe it. It's like a waffle meets a fortune cookie.
Isn't it a Hong Kong street food?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
What's your take on
Ooh.
the videos where the guy has the ice cream cone, but he won't let the people grab it, and they just keep doing this, and he jerks it back out of their hand?
It sounds like
Seen
something
that
we need to
video.
do.
Where you hold it back.
Yeah. What's your take on? Do y'all do any kind of cool
No,
gimmicks
yeah,
or,
we do
sounds
that.
or shops? And
But we
It
make
sounds
you
like we
pay
need to
first,
one up
then
that. I don't
we-
know, but we can figure it out.
Then we hold your ice cream for ransom.
all right, so tell me, please. You can mix in whatever you guys want in this ice cream shop, right?
We can
Is there,
what?
is there like sprinkle a little bit of M&Ms in here? Sprinkling, I don't know.
We have,
and
Chillville.
we have like 50 toppings.
50.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we got Pop Rocks. We've got
You got Pop Rocks on ice cream?
yeah,
Yeah.
we got Pop Rocks. We got boba. We've got. I mean, the goal was to keep it
And beer.
really real.
And beer.
We got
You
beer.
sell
We got beer
at our ice
floats.
cream shop.
We have seltzer floats. Yeah, White Claw seltzer floats.
Interesting. I've never
They're
heard of
absolutely
such.
so good.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. I wouldn't do it if they weren't good.
If it wasn't a thing.
What is your number one selling ice cream combo?
Well, ice cream, we'd have to go-
Toppings, vanilla, whatever, but toppings on it.
Well, I mean, all the kids love gummies. You just that almost
Sour
every
worms.
kid, they want gummies or they want sprinkles.
I had those for
Um,
breakfast on Saturday.
Only winners get sprinkles.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Now we also do like glitter. We have edible glitter.
How is that possible?
It's just a thing. It's just if it was
Science.
yeah, if we could do it, we did it. So you can get glitter on your ice cream.
Do you do like 24 karat gold?
We had gold for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, gold was a little harder to actually get on the ice cream. So, but we've got tons of toppings. We do ice cream cakes,
What are they named? Like your
cotton candy.
do you have names for your sizes that are like
No,
venti?
We're not.
Yeah.
We go with that whole kiss.
Just went
you
with
know, keep it
Small,
simple,
medium,
stupid.
large.
Yeah,
I like it. I like
Do
it.
y'all do any like punch cards?
And
We
then
do. Well,
grande. Grande
we-
is
yeah.
extra large.
That's
so
fat
we don't
boy
call it-
size.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's mine size.
Yeah.
I mean, we did punch cards for a while. Then we upgraded. We got a little smarter, and now we do have just a loyalty
point
program.
system.
Text Taylor, give us your
Were
number.
people
and-
cheating with the cards?
No, I had a cute little stamp custom made.
Seems like a lot to keep up with, though.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
For one person. Yeah.
So I mean, how long have you actually been in this location now?
1 year.
Just made
1
a year.
year on the 4th.
How
this month.
how fast did it fly by?
Oh wow.
Oh, it was
Like
crazy.
it feels like we just opened here. Like because there's still so much learning curve thing going on. Like it's still a constant. It
The
really is.
location change was.
It was huge.
I wouldn't even say it was night and day. It was like, I don't know.
It was like moving to a
something-
whole nother city
We
almost.
had really gotten
But
to
we
a
were like
point
2 miles
where,
away.
We always wanted to have this kind of as a community service. And if it cost us a little bit of money every year to keep it open and kids had some place to go and get ice cream like when we were kids, we were okay with doing that. But after 4 years and, every year showing a pretty hefty negative, we had gotten to a point where we weren't real sure about staying in business. And that's when she and Haley and the email happened from Warren. So we sat down and talked about it, and we were like, okay, well, we can either throw X into it and see if it flies over there, or we can close. And we decided to put the money into it, and it's really night and day difference
I just
between
made
courthouse and being on.
They
Calendar.
took the mall away. If they would have kept the mall, I mean, not the mall, but the movie
the
theater,
movie theater
would
was
have done
huge.
well.
Yeah.
Well, but Katrina knocked that thing mostly.
I know, but
Well,
if they would have rebuilt in these areas, like
there needs to be a lot of infrastructure past just a road being built there in that area.
like
too.
you got orangutans, right?
Yeah,
What's
I
all-
mean,
Orangutans. Well, and whenever they were
there's just so many
whenever
empty
they were
buildings.
doing the
So
That little
many
pool
empty
place?
buildings.
What was the old Christmas store that used to have all the Christmas villages?
Oh, that you going way back. It's been a travel agency.
Okay, I don't know what it is. I just remember it being.
Bell travel
Yeah,
agency.
yeah.
My bad.
But there are just so many empty buildings on the south side of the tracks too. So many empty, and I get it. I mean, it takes money to make money, but
Farrell does
it
well. SF Allman is
Chuck
that's
does,
always
yeah.
been a
Yeah.
staple.
yeah,
Right.
if they could just get, I have said for so long since we were there,
Don't
if
tell
they could
anybody
just
what they
do.
should do to make it better, they'll take business back.
No, I want the whole city to do well. I would love to see just like an anchor store open somewhere in that area
That
too,
would be a good idea.
just to revitalize.
She's
'cause that's what
also
it
What
running
can you
for
do
mayor
now, though?
in
'Cause, I mean, I was thinking about
Yeah,
that
perfect.
I've been watching a lot of abandoned malls on YouTube.
They turn them
That's-
into a lot
That's
of
my obsession right now.
yeah,
There is a show, a skateboarder.
It's on Vice.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I just watched the
And he
nuclear.
does-
He did the nuclear.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. What is it?
Yeah.
That's a
It's
great
cool.
show.
So a guy goes around and he with just a small film crew and a drone, and they go hit these different abandoned cities, but a lot of people go abandoned malls, like because back in the 80s there was such a boom where it's like
Build real estate,
like
malls,
mall here, mall here, mall
shopping
here.
center,
Yeah,
You had your haircutting place in there. You had your
everything.
Every
One
food
stop.
food court.
Great Cookie America. What is that?
Great American Cookie.
Yeah.
What's John's aunt's popcorn company?
Popcorn Plus.
Popcorn Plus.
Shout out. We will
Yeah.
plug you.
But you've seen a lot of that.
Nutty Bavarian.
I don't remember that
we
one.
grew up-
Nobody-
Piccadilly.
We grew up.
We owned that one in the mall here in Biloxi.
Yeah,
What was that?
Really?
Nutty Bavarian. Yeah, this was a long time ago.
I don't remember that.
Did y'all do pretty well?
Is it in the
but
food
mall
court?
was so expensive that it made it impossible for like small vendors.
Was that the old popcorn place?
It was
No,
but
it was cinnamon
Um,
roasted nuts.
So it was a kiosk?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that place smelled good. I never really got
Yeah,
it.
The whole
Yeah.
mall smelled.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
y'all was-
Great.
Yep.
and there's like that jeweler there still that's never left.
Right in front of
Yeah.
the
That
jewelry
it's
store.
where it was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember because I just remember hitting that smell. And
And
you're like,
yeah,
mhm.
boom. Yep.
No,
Yep.
we grew up in the mall though. And that's what I'm saying. Like
Absolutely.
that was big for us because like
Right.
we had JC Penney's,
Same. That's
JC
what we
Penney
did.
catalogs. Like I bought most of my video games at Sears.
Yeah, I remember when Sears was cool.
Yeah. But I had
That was a
Is
long
it
time
not?
ago.
no, dude. I mean, it's gone
It's-
now.
yeah, it's
Circling
not
the
even
stuff
around.
in the JC Penney catalog was what you did before Christmas.
Yeah, I still do that.
Oh,
absolutely.
do you?
No.
But that was before highlighters were even a thing, right? You'd
You
still have to
took the
just
fun out of all this.
yeah.
No. Whenever I guess remember coming up in the mall era, it was more about the people watching for me.
Yeah.
It still
And then-
is.
And then it's just where a slew of people come together,
Yeah,
and there's some pretty shocking and all things that you will see
absolutely.
if that is your
Before
sport.
the people
But now
at
Walmart is-
That's-
Walmart
the
is-
mall.
That's some people watching there too.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Well, they got some of my like favorites. Like I remember I bought a house. My first home I bought was Hickory Hills, Gaucher,
Mhm.
because it was cheaper for me when I got a loan. I didn't want to pay rent at that high, like the reserves or something. So I got a loan, got a house in Hickory Hills.
Yeah,
I
bugs.
think I paid $100,
He killed like
100
8 of them.
maybe $5 for it.
Mhm.
Rainbow.
Probably a 3-bedroom,
Yeah.
like 2-bath, nothing crazy. But I bought it because the mall had the $2 beers and moved. It was
yeah.
Tightwad Tuesdays, and I would always go there because it's the only place that had the silver screen fill. And I get there and they did like a handshake deal
Silver screen.
for a couple years.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I'd live in Gaucher and I'd go to the mall.
Yeah.
You get a pitcher of beer for like $5,
I remember it so
pizza
well.
for $6,
Yep.
and you could sit there and have a good time. Well, then they close it down there. I think they're developing it now, but silver screen, them were the places that they should have kept.
I was
I agree.
there the night Silver
I agree.
Screen opened.
What?
What did you watch?
I
You
remember
remember?
those
Rocky
big
Horror Picture Show.
black
Really?
fake
Yes.
leather chairs. They were like
Wasn't it $1?
huge.
I think it was $1 and $1 a person. They were like 4 seats. We'd scoot tables together.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I remember.
buy beer. We'd watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. Song Remains the Same.
I had my
Is that
birthday
what-
there whenever I was a
Yeah,
kid.
I mean, that's where I.
And then there was that little lingerie place right down the street. Right.
Yes, and
right
they used to
there,
have a
too.
lingerie
What was
show
it?
at the what was the name of that place?
I can't remember, but it stayed around for years.
Yeah, it was in Edgewater.
Edgewater
I pretty much
Village.
lived as a sports pub. My dad just gambled with Joey. That was one of the partners there, and they had to play against
Yeah.
sports. So I'd always go to
Oh,
Silver
yeah.
Screen because
That was a cool place.
Yeah,
that
but
was
I-
before eBay.
Dad would go there
right?
on
That's
Sunday.
what
Yeah,
you did.
yeah. Played against sports.
Yeah.
That's where I got my skates and my tires. And
so
There
when I,
was no eBay.
when I stayed with
so-
my dad on the weekends, like he would we'd go there, and I'd get tired of playing Blitz after a while in that back arcade room.
Mhm.
My dad would just
That's
walk me
right.
over there to Silver Screen, give me like $20.
Mhm.
It was so cheap. I just stayed
Oh,
there
for
and watched.
$20
I stayed there and
Yeah.
watched movies
Yep.
all day long. I had a blast with my friends. Like, and I'd have a couple
Yeah.
of my friends. We Saturday watch every movie they had
Yep.
because they didn't have that many rooms.
Right.
Yeah, what?
And as we got older and, got your own car, then there was Bernie's in the mall. That was the place to be and the thing to do.
Bernie's.
Y'all don't remember
I remember Bernie's. Bernie's was dope whenever I was coming, but it wasn't in the mall. It was
It-
next to the
right.
mall.
Right,
the
right.
skating rink on the beach where what is it, Surfside is now. The little it was
Hmm.
Nickelnoss for a little while.
I don't remember a skating
It
rink.
was a skating rink.
I remember the
No,
complex
yeah, I remember
and
that.
and
It
all
was an
that.
outdoor skating rink.
He's saying that because we're Golden Gate all the way.
Yeah, Y'allville,
Yeah.
St. Martin.
Shout out
Oh,
from
yeah.
we're
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Latimer, so I
That's
mean,
still there. So
Yeah.
Mr. Billy's still kicking around. Got the
Mr.
same
Billy.
truck.
We even
I'm
made a
pretty sure
hat.
that place is as old as me. if
It's
not older.
older.
Yeah, he still lives. He has the same. Like he hasn't. Like
He
I've
wears
seen him.
the same
Look,
clothes that he
What is
did
that
when
thing
we
he
were there.
wears? What is that?
A bolo.
Bolo.
Bolo. Yeah.
I seen him the other day going past what's that new sports pub going to Target on the right? Walk-ins or something?
Yeah.
Walk-ons.
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 Yeah.
That's where I seen him.
Yeah. I haven't been in there yet either.
Breeze.
He does. He owns steak in it. Yeah.
Oh, look, there's what's
Sure.
Luther saying? She's right. An anchor store might help.
Luther
Yes.
Fairley? Okay.
That's a great idea.
It just needs to happen.
There's Melissa that served y'all at the
Oh.
newest Italian
Oh.
restaurant.
Hey, Melissa.
Silver
Silver
Spring was
Spring
the best. Only place you could eat pizza and drink beer.
No, that was. I mean, so was Gaucher.
See,
Yeah, we're not.
I don't know that I
Gaucher
ever
people.
made it to go.
I lived there. I lived there for 6 or 7 years.
20s.
And
Yeah.
until they start taking out small stuff like that, because
Yeah.
then I had like Lee's Palace was one of my hidden spots. Huck's Cove.
So again,
Bucks Cove was great.
I remember that.
Guys, we have termites in here.
Yeah, they're
and
just-
we don't know.
They're
how long
swarming.
This,
they're everywhere.
this
We might die.
I just ate one.
But I got us
It's a
covered.
termite or a Dalmatian or something.
So I look. We grew up once we were, we were driving cars legally.
Let's talk music,
Um,
hair. How was it back then?
Well, we had a beer barn here. I don't know.
Okay,
You-
cold
Was that
beer,
on Platts
sir.
Road?
No.
No, it was on
the
90.
beach.
It was
Okay.
on the beach. Yeah, that was, in and of itself, probably a terrible idea, but it was pretty cool.
Kick ass.
Walmart tried to
Yeah.
take that over with Murphy's Express.
Genius.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
this
That was
place you
amazing.
drive-
Grab one in Oxford.
Yeah.
When I was
I bet-
on
What
this.
you want,
Yeah.
pay
Yeah.
them, open your trunk, they put ice in the ice chest and the beer, and they shut the trunk and you go on.
Do you know Murphy's Express was trying to do that when they first opened?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it
They
with a
had a
daiquiri,
drive-through?
so yeah.
Well, you can't, but there's a law. Like when I go to Long Beach, I have to stick my foot out. You have to stick your feet out to get a gallon or whatever you get.
Right.
You have to. There's a drive-through, but I have to physically get out,
Yeah,
put my foot down, grab it.
just that
Really?
Yeah,
little red
that's the
tape.
rule. Like it's
Mhm.
it's a great little spot, Coastal Daiquiris, I think.
Mhm.
But it has a drive-in, but you have to put your foot down. If
Yeah.
it says
Oh,
It's
well,
crazy.
Chase doesn't have a drive-through at
Right.
Mile High. does
Right.
he?
Right.
Where's
you have
that
to
at?
Get out.
It's in
Right,
the same
in the same
complex
complex
with
with
us.
We'll
us.
plug you. So go ahead and
I wanna
tell
go,
everybody
yeah.
what that
Yeah,
is.
No,
Yeah,
Mile
yeah.
High Daiquiris.
Mile High Daiquiri is right. It's
Chase Malley is our nephew. and
100 feet from
he-
us.
Nice.
He's a pilot, decided he wanted to open a daiquiri shop, and
did they hit? Are they good?
He's
Yes,
got to be
they're
one of the
very good.
youngest
Extra shot?
entrepreneurs
Really?
in
Okay.
Gulfport.
All the-
Good for
Okay.
him.
you want,
Yeah,
I love
he's rocking
that.
it.
or
Yeah.
can afford. No, he's doing a great job.
Does he have octane?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your favorite daiquiri? What's your go-to
I
daiquiri?
hate daiquiris.
No,
But if you had to,
I know. I
I
don't.
always walk in. I'm like, give me the house special, and they're like, how's he know about that? I'm like-
But I tell Chase all the time, I'm going to bring a pack of Perrier up there so I can just order a cocktail.
Yeah.
Just don't do that. There's too much
The
sugar.
sweetness. You know,
Yeah.
Well, I could
hangover.
do one. Like one is good,
One's
but
good,
they
yeah.
I
have
can do
like
a half gallon.
they have a Bellini, I think it is, with
The Bellini's
the
good.
champagne.
That's really high. in
I think that's my
alcohol
favorite.
content.
Really?
Yeah.
One of those get you
Favorite
right.
One was a mix.
Just
of
all I
the,
need is a small. I don't even. Yeah.
it was
It's
the-
perfect.
It was a mix of the Blue Hawaiian and the Bushwhacker.
What?
Well, he
See,
mixes
that's a
them
house
all.
special.
He
And
mixes them all.
I think we called it the.
That's my favorite. Coming up with the names.
The
Yeah.
Blue Whacker
Yeah.
or the Hawaiian Bush or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Whacker Bush.
I'll try that.
the Whacker Bush. It was really, really good.
They are
I didn't
all
think it
really
would
good.
be.
I
Seriously,
like
they really
I like
are
the margarita.
so good.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
I
enjoy
mean,
the margarita.
you can't go wrong,
Yeah.
right?
and that's something like Emily's pina colada. So like I say,
Yeah.
like I'll get a half gallon. I'll get a half gallon, and she'll get like a large, and I'll be like what we have on like a Sunday evening or Sunday. And
Well, that's the thing is, they sell them by the gallon. So what you're
Mm.
doing, going out on the boat, whatever.
straws
Pick
fit
up-
too.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than brain freeze.
Ooh.
So I gotta
So ice
slow
cream
down
or
my
daiquiris,
intake.
yeah.
I gotta
You
slow
get
it
it.
down.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fat kid. I just want to be like, I
They
just want to keep
they
saying,
hurt.
They
brain
really
freeze is
do.
terrible.
But there's
That
nothing
has to
funnier
do
than
with
a
you being
than a
fat. It's
cat.
like a nerve.
No, it's the amount of intake that I
But-
provide. Yeah.
So what you're saying is
That has everything.
overloading your nerves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you can't do that.
cat videos though, brain freeze with the cat. You've seen them, right?
I've not seen it.
Oh, well, okay.
What?
You go ahead and just look that.
Garrett, can we
later.
get a cat brain
One of our
freeze
favorites is
video?
the cat
Please.
videos that we did for one of our skits at Neptune was meow 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 meow. It's a techno cat.
The meow mix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We remember when that.
That was an 80s thing.
Johnny
New
O.
songs come out. No, that was a little late.
Okay.
When new songs come out that are really old songs, like I remember my kids, they'd be listening to a song and they'd be like, I love this new song. There you go. See? It's crazy.
Is that a thing?
Wait, so
Yes.
this is
Watch.
Wow.
they all do this
Yes.
at the shop?
No, but
No.
we're gonna
No.
Bring your cat.
No, no.
Wait a minute.
It's like it's not even.
Have you seen the catnip ones?
Is it worse than this?
really. Dang, I had no clue that was. a
Yeah.
thing.
They just jump more with the catnip. Have you seen the catnip ones when they do all the nip?
No, the
Which
ones
like-
with
They go a
the
little crazy?
cucumbers are
Yeah, they do.
better,
Like
though.
that's,
Kittens.
Yeah,
Cats are so
yes.
crazy,
They
right?
really are.
Yeah.
They
My
really
mom's
are.
allergic, so I
our
can't have
daughter is
one.
she's a crazy cat lady. At
Cat lady?
years old.
Yes, she.
Do y'all have cats?
How many cats?
No.
They're all dogs?
Between
Yeah,
her
the
and her
one
fiance, they have
angry,
4.
Big.
4
Stupid
cats? Where they
dog.
sleep at?
Well, there's 2 living with them. They sleep in the bed. They all, that's
Matt's got a cat that sleeps out on his
Where do our
porch.
kids sleep? They sleep. In the
so.
bed?
Your cat isn't allowed in the house, or it just prefers the porch.
It hasn't a lot. Right? It's been in the house a couple times, but no,
Okay.
it's an outside cat.
See, I'm
It just showed up.
okay.
So it actually showed up during COVID, and I was
And you
sick.
felt
So
bad
it's not
for
even
it.
your cat.
No, definitely not. But I did eyeball it, and we made like one of these,
Okay.
and I gave it
It is
gave
what
it
it
permission
is. You have to feed
to
it.
stay.
And
We
you-
did feed it. We've had the cat now for probably 2.5,
Well, do
3
you-
years. It's
you-
full
That's
grown.
cool.
So you know what they say about cat owners, right?
No,
You don't. Pick
they're
your-
cool as shit.
Well, you don't pick your cat. Your cat picks you.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And that is always the.
I feel like this cat even probably now runs off other cats,
He probably
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
like because he's got it so good or she's got it
He's
so
like
good.
the
Yeah.
fat cat.
Yep.
It was scrawny. I remember I had COVID and I was at the house and I kept hearing meowing and I was
Yeah.
like, just ignore it. It'll go
It'll
away.
go away.
And probably about
Or
a
I'll have to
Is that
feed
you?
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably about a week later, my fiance, she comes in, she's like, Matthew, we've got a kid out here, and I'm like, oh shit, she found it. And,
It's coming in.
yeah. Well, she tried at first, so we took it to the vet, and they had identified that it had already been spayed or neutered.
Oh,
or
so-
whatever. So it was taken care of at some point, and somebody brought it back and just let it run around. Now I live in Sunkist, which is over on the golf course, and there's cats everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, she started to feed it, and it was
all you
maybe
could do
this
one time.
big, and now it's this big, and it
Yeah.
kills snakes and squirrels and moles and
They do serve a
lizards
purpose
and-
other than just being a pet.
Oh, it seems like it thinks it's a dog. It just sits
Yeah.
there and it like guards the house all day
Yeah.
long. It's like a gargoyle. It just sits. Anybody that rides by the house, they see it.
I've been feeding a
Girl
cat
cat.
too lately.
Yeah.
Orange and black one right there. The neighbor's welding, went out like he's welding like
Is it a shutdown or something?
yeah, like and
Yeah.
left the cat.
Yeah.
So like
that
at
happens
night,
a lot.
the cat just comes over, got some spare food, and we started building that lately. Like
Is there any Chillville cats?
No.
There's got to be neighborhood
No.
cats over there.
There's really not.
No,
No,
not yet.
honestly, now that you
Somebody's gonna
mention it,
drop
I'm
you one
kinda
off.
surprised because there are, there's woods
Cat flavored
there.
ice cream.
Yeah, but
Good idea.
but speaking of people leaving cats, so my daughter's best friend, she managed property, and somebody had left a cat one. This was years ago. Brought it to the house, to my house, and then so this cat always wanted to gift me or whatever the cats do with
Yeah, they're kill.
they're and it got to the
was a
point
craziest
where
kill.
okay, so it graduated from like bugs to a lizard to a skink, and then it got really bad. I was asleep in my bed and I hear something going on under my bed. Like it was bad.
It's so
He was
funny.
out of
I
town.
travel so much. She just talks about.
Yeah, 'cause
it's
he was
like
out of town.
she's like I don't even live there.
Well, he
It's
was
under
out
my
of town.
bed. They're my children. I don't know who this guy is, but he shows
Yeah.
up on the weekend.
But I called the next day. I'm like, you're not going to believe what happened last night. So it's, I don't even know what's going on, but it is bad. It's so bad that I don't want to know. So I shut the door and I just go and I sleep on the couch. And then I get up in the morning and I'm like, I got to deal with whatever's in there.
Whatever demon is.
And
in
I
the
go
bedroom.
and I just creep, look in the door, and the cat is just laying on the bed like, yeah, what's up? Hey, about time, And I'm like, all right, okay, let me do this. And I look under the mattress. I lift it up and I look under the mattress, and there is a squirrel about this big. Obviously,
It's a gift, though.
He's RIP, but
It's a gift.
Yeah.
Gift.
but that
That
was
was a
it.
thank
And I said,
you
I can't
for
do this
housing
anymore.
me.
Triple
Yeah.
standard, double standard.
That's true. That's very true. Most people forget about that.
Home, but I said I just can't. We can't be friends anymore.
Garrett, can you pull up how fast a cat can run?
Now we have a stupid dog that can actually tell the pitch of the engine in the UPS truck, the mail truck,
And he wants
the
to kill
FedEx
it.
Truck.
Yeah,
And
he wants to
What
kill
kind
the
of animal
truck.
is this?
And he's a dog.
He's
He
a
wants to
90-pound
eat
fur
those.
ball, and he just wants to kill the UPS truck.
Man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not the people.
Like
Well, I
one
don't.
of our son's
we think not, but-
friends growing up all the way through middle school, high school,
Yeah,
now works
friends.
for UPS. I have bugs all over me.
They're
in my
termites.
pants.
Sorry, guys. They're termites.
But Owen works for UPS. Goose has been around Owen since he was a puppy. But if Owen shows up in his UPS outfit, Goose wants to eat.
So it's more of the
I don't know what it is.
brown
It
on
is.
brown.
It is, or the
It's very
FedEx.
clashing. They should probably work on that.
Basically, it's just any delivery.
USPS.
If your
Any
game
stranger.
is delivery, he's not about it.
DoorDash,
You know, that's-
Chillville.
don't know.
Dude, I wonder how many delivery guys die a year from.
From dogs.
I don't know about death, but I guarantee you there's some mauling.
Garrett, can you
going
pull that
on.
up?
There's a lot
There's
of
like
emergency
mama
room
phone,
visits.
man.
I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
It's probably
I got things to do.
I'm gonna bet that there's at least 2,000 ER
death?
visits.
ER visits.
No, I don't know about.
I'm gonna
that.
say-
There's at least
I would
one.
say
It could be.
25
I'm saying
Deaths.
2,000 visits to the
25
ER.
deaths.
a year from for delivery guys.
Okay, that's.
I'm gonna say
All right.
5.
I'm
'cause
gonna say
I
25.
feel like they're kind of prepared. For
$1,
that
Bob.
Sort of assault, but
It seems like the. Never mind.
I mean, it's probably 2,000. I can agree there's
It
2,000.
seems like the news
Yeah.
would tell us about that.
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
no.
Amazon lobbyists pay to make it all drowned out. I'm learning how it
Did you
works.
see?
Like we can't have that on.
And then we had Twitter today. I was watching
Here's a free flight.
the Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson. Yeah, Tucker Carlson. He's on Twitter now.
Yeah.
He did a deal where he's on Twitter. Elon. He partnered up with Elon.
Oh.
I'm just like I was flipping through today and I was going through lizard people. So I wanted to know if we're going to get there.
Lizard people?
Yeah, I really dove into lizard people today.
I love lizard people.
Did you know about that cult that Sarah Scrimetta?
30 to 50 people were killed by dogs every year.
I was 25.
You were
Okay, that was
25.
good. How many go to ER? It's probably way more than I thought. Visits to ER due to dog
But we're on
attacks.
lizard people.
So
Yeah.
Lauren, I watched this thing about this. There's a few cases like this girl Barbara. I think this Sherry Scrimetta, but shot her boyfriend. Like her boyfriend told her to shoot him. They were like a lizard cult, and she killed him in like 2018.
Where'd this happen here?
No,
Oh.
somewhere up north.
Speaking of
So,
here,
'cause
though,
the Scremettas
do
are-
you guys know what's going
Yeah,
on with
it's not-
the building on Highway 49?
There's a lot of buildings.
Yeah, but the one particular that we're talking about is we went into a little black hole on it the other day. It's like a temple.
Where is it?
Wait.
Oh, it's like
49?
yeah, it's on 49.
Here, can you pull
Way
that up?
up by
Yeah,
by,
that one. That
okay,
one.
That one has been there
You mean
for.
the City of David thing?
Yes.
It used to be a cult.
It was a cult.
Yeah. Was
Do you
it?
know anybody that we can?
Can we hear
Yes.
you guys?
No, I mean, we know somebody.
I
But
know things about
probably
it,
not
but
going to get them to come
yeah.
on.
They wouldn't come on.
We can't
No.
talk about this. We're gonna have to
Okay.
switch.
yeah.
Go back to managing.
All right, so we were getting around this last week, and we were like, "Look, what local would fit that bill?" And
Yeah.
that was the only one that we could come up
I
with.
mean, we
But
could ask, but
Yeah. No guarantee.
you know, it's-
we read a lot about it.
all the high school.
Because I went to
students
Harrison
at
Central High School.
Harrison
So we were,
Central, they had that huge fountain out front,
Yeah,
and they would go by and dump,
Lee or
Bubble.
song soap in
Dishwasher.
there.
yeah, make it
liquid in it.
bubbly.
Yeah, so, but they lived across the street. That was their go to church.
Like not a convent. What was it?
There was always a rumor that it went underground.
No, I mean where they lived across the street.
Commune.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't in it, were y'all?
No.
Okay.
Think about
No,
it.
but you had to give
I had to
up
pass
like
by it every day
80
going
or
to school.
90% of your income.
Oh,
Like you would
It's
go,
not cheap to
go
go.
to school, get a degree, or get a job, and whenever you brought your paycheck in, they took 80 or 90% of it.
that's high.
No free rides to heaven.
That's right.
Yeah. So are y'all
No free
are y'all
rides.
conspiracy theorists
It depends on the
on the theory?
theory.
On the
yeah.
conspiracy?
Scientology.
Aliens.
Nah.
Scientology's got to give a lot of money. There's a lot,
Scientology, I'm not a
yeah, but they have so many businesses,
L. Ron Hubbard
buildings.
Blake,
Yeah.
It's
genius.
crazy.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
All right.
Talk to all these people.
What's your
who
biggest
believe-
conspiracy theory that you think of then?
Man.
What's one that you're
Oh,
riding out like you know it's true? You don't care what anybody says,
You
despite
think they
Kelly
really?
told me not to talk about this when we came over here.
I'm trying to think because recently
I mean,
I
is
don't
the
know.
moon
I
landing
actually just finished the book, Behold the Pale Horse. If you haven't read it,
right.
you should read it. It's on Audible. You can get it on Amazon. It goes way deep into, the controlling factors, and all this stuff's played out for us already.
Yeah.
We just kind of learn about. They show us movies a year or two before, and then all of a sudden
Yeah,
there's a train
it
wreck,
numbs
and,
you to it and you become
Ohio.
susceptible. And
Right. So
a lot of alien movies.
I try not
Yeah.
to fall too deep in that stuff because it's just not healthy.
it's fun for
It is
me.
But
fun,
it is
though.
very fun.
it is fine.
Behold the Pale Horse is great. I think Audible, it's maybe a 3-hour book.
Check it out.
Something like
Behold the
that.
Perils.
I
I
always
put that on our list
yeah.
over here.
I'll put that in Unknown Henson.
Unknown hints. I like it.
I always felt like I
Um,
probably should have been an attorney at some point in my life because
Thank God she
I am-
wasn't.
I always play devil's advocate. So when it comes to conspiracy theories, I don't just shut it down. I'm always like, well, I just want to hear both sides.
Both sides of the fence. I like it. Yeah. You got to get a just, knowledge of it before you can
Yeah.
lay down your factual opinion.
And I mean, it's not so much a conspiracy theory. It's kind of but I travel a lot and do a lot of Audible books, so I have a lot of those. But there is a book called A Knock at Midnight, and it is about
creepy.
Doesn't it?
the
Like I can't read
disparity
it when I'm by myself.
between drug convictions for crack cocaine dealers in the 80s and actual cocaine dealers. There is a great book. It is written by an attorney. I can't remember her name, but she is one who went through Obama's what they do, pardoning and stuff like that. She
DNA.
pushed a lot of those. No, not
Testing.
DNA.
DNA test. I mean,
No.
what?
Just pardons.
I'm drinking. You're not. But it really, I'm not so sure it's a conspiracy, but it's definitely it was a bad beat. I mean, people were getting convicted for life, and they were convicted to life in prison on basically the equivalent of 3 pennies weight worth of crack cocaine. And then you had cartel people who had 3 tons of cocaine, and they were only getting 25 years.
Interesting.
Well,
So
that's
it's
just a
not
broken
even
system.
really a conspiracy.
I mean,
it's a real thing,
The prison.
but there,
Yeah,
there
it's-
had
it's
to
a-
be something that
system's broken.
pushed that.
We all know how the war on drugs ended.
It has.
Terrible.
It just hasn't even
It ended
ended.
with a lot of people that were
Weed's legal
making
now.
a lot of money.
Yeah, and plus you get per person, you get money per person.
That's right.
Yeah.
And there are still tens of thousands in jail now from convictions in the 80s that really.
But if you vote for Afro Man in the upcoming election,
He actually-
I know.
and this is
wow.
serious.
he is going to
Wow.
pardon all criminals on the cannabis
I
factor.
was going to clean my room.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't
then
take
I
much
got
of a
high.
platform to have to run for.
But you know, all the sheriffs did to him. They broke in his house and caught on camera. Like they did a raid on his house, and recently, right?
Yeah, we watched the video.
Yeah, they went to his
couple weeks
house and
ago.
like raided his house, went through it like he's some big massive criminal. This is after he's already been selling his records at T-Bones, got a big record deal, and he's going around touring, and they're just like hitting his house like he's some big,
Yeah.
kingpin.
Yeah.
And he filmed it, and he made a song about it. And
Of
now
course.
the county and how the county's sheriff's department is suing him because he's got shirts out now. Garrett, can we pull that up?
Yeah, he used the footage of filming them raiding him,
And he's selling shirts of them, and
and
then
now is using their likeness, and they turned around and sued him for it.
I don't think they got a shot at it.
Yeah, I don't think he's got a shot at winning.
Well, didn't he
the
get arrested
presidency.
here locally?
Oh, no,
for
he
Yeah.
ain't got a shot
Yeah,
at
yeah,
it.
he did.
Getting a little.
He went a little
He
slug
did
little
test.
slap a
aggressive.
fan.
Yeah.
It was more than a slap. It was
Yeah,
close
I was
handed.
gonna say it was.
It was
pretty
close
She,
handed.
aggressive.
she was trying to go on stage,
Yeah.
and he's like, "No,
The coast
Yeah.
never
You got
forgets.
to keep
Yeah.
them bitches down, man.
it happened." She got some money too.
She did.
Yeah,
I
She did
mean,
I think
get
she's
that.
got a case on that, right?
I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt it. He's probably not coming in and chomping at the bits to come perform down here
I don't
at
know.
any time soon. But
It's at
Yeah.
ground zero.
it will. Yeah, it was, it's ground
Not
zero.
ground
now.
zero.
Yeah,
But it
I'm
was
so
Chris.
Sorry.
Same building, same
Shout out to
venue.
Lee Young and the team.
Different,
Yeah,
uh,
right, right. Yeah, definitely not.
But it's crazy to see. Yeah, there's a footage right there.
Oh, this is them raiding his house.
So he turned this into.
But who is he?
He turned this into a rap song.
Is the sound muted, Garrett? Yeah. But this is his footage of his house, and they're like that many people, and then he just had it, and he started making T-shirts, and
What were they going?
I mean,
to
you
get?
know, opportunists are going to do what they do.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
doing flying.
What did they think they were going to find?
I'm guessing drugs. And,
Some CDs.
How about them bootlegs?
There's no real
Yeah.
telling, but the little bit of footage that he did use and got away with, that's what they are suing him for. And he's got, I think, some footage of these guys. I mean, they just look stupid. I mean, at the end of the day.
Public domain
Yeah.
or
I
He looks
don't
like
really-
he's
yeah, I mean, it kind of
stopped
because it's
and
his
taken a bite of
footage.
food.
yeah.
So it is his footage. If
Mhm.
he's got
It's
the
in his
footage,
house.
he can make shirts of it, and they're trying to say,
Yeah.
they're trying to fight it so they can stop it. Now, there's a chance if you get a judge to hear it, Get a team.
If
that-
they used it
Well, it
as,
depends on
if they
which
used
judge
it
it
as,
is.
That's true.
and who makes the phone?
We got your back after, man. Waiting on you to
if
come
they
on the
used
show.
Yes,
it
that's right.
in
Look, I
court,
need
maybe.
to know where to get one of those T-shirts. I'll wear one.
Yeah, there you
Try
go.
his, I mean, try his website. I know he's like it was big, people.
Mhm.
I mean, he was cutting like cropping out the cops on actual T-shirts. It's not just like I got my house raided. It's like an actual deputy on a shirt with their face on it, and their
Oh, wow.
lawsuit is their families feel harmed. They're being
Right,
messed with.
Right. Harassing.
Oh,
They're
so
going to
They're
get
mean.
harassed.
He made him he made him a meme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is total. I don't know.
But I mean, that's
It's a
every,
far
how
reach.
many, God, there's so many memes out there of people who don't even know their memes.
Hey, you're right. Me and Jordan's goal is to become one at some
You
point.
probably are. You just
yeah,
don't know.
Like to be a meme.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
always mean.
Yeah.
I made it for you, Mimi.
Mimi.
We call them Mimis. No, it's
Is it
me.
GIF or GIF?
It's
It's Jeff.
Jeff,
It's
right?
Jeff.
I always say
yeah,
GIF
it's
though.
Jeff.
I
It's
say
Jeff.
GIF.
Yeah.
Jeff.
GIF is a peanut butter.
yeah.
We're trying to do you guys, you need to check out our
The word
Twitter.
GIF is the same thing. GIF. GIF.
GIF. It is a GIF when someone sends you.
But if you're
one,
talking
it's
like
funny
Silicon
enough.
Valley, a person with like some really or a hipster that loves computers,
It's yeah. It's
I'm
Jeff.
telling you right now, they're serious about it.
I think they should think that these things through and be like, is someone going to have trouble identifying and pronouncing this word? Let's call it another word.
Layman's. We need layman's. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need us people. We need to understand what they're saying.
Now, do y'all enjoy memes in a text message, or do y'all enjoy memes on like Reddit or Twitter?
The only thing I'm on is Twitter.
Do you like?
I'm
Do you
a
scroll the
Insta-
memes?
Are you a tweeter?
Yes, I love the memes.
Okay.
I'm not on Twitter.
You send them to other people. Forward
I
them.
will start.
Can we do this?
Yes.
Yes.
I can do that.
Because I'm really big into the Mag. I mean, the World Star street fights.
What
Street
What is
fights,
that?
like
Yeah.
people just getting in fights on the
Just
you know
streets.
what
crazy.
that is?
It's just
World
like
Star?
people.
To the
Yeah.
death.
That's
Yeah.
No, no.
They
it's
just
not
you
that.
can be in a Wendy's. I watched a Wendy's worker and a customer get in an argument and they're fist fighting. I've watched
Very
Yeah.
entertaining.
See, I went
Very
down
entertaining.
Walmart,
I
people
went down
fist fighting in
that
Walmart.
hole too, and I mean,
It's back to the people watching.
it really is, but
Yeah.
it's so aggressive. I'm like, I get a little keyed up, and I'm like, whoa, gosh,
A lot
I
of
can't
drive-through
watch this.
ones. People get really upset if the
Yes.
service is not fast.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
Some kid pulled out a
That was here
gun.
locally.
Was it here?
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
times do you have the people that say, "I know the owner"?
Of what?
Like if speeds
A
up,
lot.
like I know the owner. Do you ever that ever occurs in customer
Yeah.
service for
With-
sure?
Has anyone ever asked to speak to
Yes.
the owner and you're there and you're like, well, it's me?
Do you spin around?
Yes.
Do you spin
Do
around?
you spin around?
I am
It
not allowed
depends.
to be in charge of customer
It depends.
service.
I mean, to be honest, I get so many people coming in, and a lot of it, is they're people trying to sell their, their wares, and I get it.
Their crosses.
But I am always 90% of the time I am so in the middle of trying to solve a problem or do something, and I'm just, I'm like, oh, because I don't have really an office, because like I said, the back of house is so small, but they all know they can look at me and they can tell like, oh no, Miss Kelly is she's really buried in something right now.
We
So
have a home office.
no, we're gonna have to get your name and number, and I'll have them get back in touch with you, because I'm just so busy constantly.
That's a good thing.
It is a good
I
thing.
think if you're sitting around
But if I
twiddling your
had a little
thumbs.
office boy, that'd be
What's
great.
what's
There are
the
worse problems.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
what is the craziest rush hour for ice cream?
Well, it depends.
Wow.
Nine
Like,
o'clock at night.
no. After school,
We can
right
start
after
sending
school,
you,
Stats.
videos from
right after
Friday
school,
nights.
Friday night and Saturday night, and Sunday it's
Date night.
Sunday after church, after lunch, and then into Sunday night. Obviously summers are a little more sporadic, like you just don't know.
But it has been.
But it's been very
over
steady, which
the
is what we
winter.
really love, is steady.
December.
Well, I mean, it's only 92 degrees during the wintertime here.
It's getting kind of chilly.
Yeah. Well, let
Global
me just
warming's
tell
coming,
you,
Matt.
last
coming.
summer was really, really tough on us, because it was, I don't know if y'all can recall this, but for weeks at a time, it was over 100 degrees. And for an ice cream shop, it was pretty tough. So it was brutal. to
At
get
Christmas, it
through.
wasn't even cold.
Yeah, right.
No, it was cold in January, February.
Well, we had a couple of spells, but summer
It's
last
snowing
year.
in Lake Tahoe on Thursday.
But we're not there.
No, we're not in Lake Tahoe.
No.
We should be in Lake Tahoe.
Well, tell our guests what time you guys are open, where you're located. I know we said it's on.
We are on Cowan Road. We're 1121 Cowan. We are in the same building as Woody's. The parking lot is on the east side. A lot of people look for like how to get there, and it is a little bit confusing, but the parking lot is on the the west side.
Take Pine, guys.
And then
Pine Road.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I take.
Yeah, you take the back side. I mean, the back entry
there's
is
couple of
so much
street
easier.
runoffs
No
between
traffic you
there.
have to worry about on Cowan. And we're open Monday through Friday. We're open from 11 till from Monday through Thursday. We are open 11 until 10. And then on Friday and Saturday, we're open until 11.
Okay.
So we
Y'all
stay
do-
open.
A late
Y'all do
night
birthday
ice
Yeah,
parties?
we
have
do.
beer, yes.
We do birthday
And y'all
parties.
do have Shandy beers?
We have chandelier
yep,
beer.
exclusively. We have shandy beers. We have beer floats. If you've never tried one, you should.
And if
Get
you don't
there.
like ice cream and you got your family and your kids are super excited, have you a beer.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
We
it
have
really.
a lot of fathers come in and bring their kids, and he has
A beer.
Yeah, yeah,
That's why you did it.
yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming on. And
Thank you for having
we'll
us.
definitely have y'all back on.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
All right, Garrett,
was
thank you
fun.
so much.
Thanks.
Love you. Lizard people are real.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next time. Maybe we're lizard people.
Maybe so. Now that you mention it.
Okay. I'll start it off.
I gotta get some clothes for my reunion.
Okay.